Hello and welcome to the Call of Duty Vista. Today I'm joined by Abby Coops, copyrighted, and a very new addition to Noctem, our latest content creator, Stingzy. Hello. Oh, I love it. I love it. I mean, long time coming, Stingzy. We keep this brief and we get a separate one for you out, but yeah, welcome aboard.
Thanks, man. I'm glad to be here.
Oh, I love it. I love it. But I guess starting off, we've just come back from the Katana LAN. It is Tuesday today. Most of us got home yesterday, if not late Sunday. First thoughts?
Incredible,
Excellent.
I think it
I
went really
enjoyed
well.
it. It was meant for to say it was my first event. It was great. It was a good kickoff start.
Is there anything bad to say about it? I mean, if we start from like the
You
top,
can say the
like,
schedule though. I mean,
yeah,
I feel like, but that's gonna happen anyways.
well, that's what I mean. Like, if we start from like the get go, like we had teething issues at the start, which we also, I mean, we had them at Boston, right? Like this happens at huge events. Like they had some teething issues with some of the systems on the main stage. We had a bit of delay. Ideally, I guess looking back on it, but it's a great thing looking back on it. Like they'd probably prefer to have like another set of stations to have like got through games a bit easier on the Saturday. We were like 3 heats short for games, so some people didn't get to play the LR2 game Saturday, and LR3 was never played as scheduled. So we finished at 2. The next day we're in at 9. Again, we don't finish till midnight. Like they're gruelers, but for me that's what COD is. I think, especially for a first event, like they done well. The admin team was great. The venue was great. The staff at the venue were great. Production were fantastic. Everyone was friendly. I don't think we can ask for much more, to be honest. I don't know how everyone else took it.
That, to be honest, for their first ever LAN as well, I don't think they could have wanted it to go even smoother than that. Really, like it for me, I wasn't too bothered about like an hour or two delay. I thought it went really well. I really enjoyed it. The venue was lovely as well.
The thing is, as well, though, they had like extra things on the side to do whilst you were waiting. Like you had the bar, you had the 1v1. You were able to stand outside the pit. They had that car racing thing if anybody went on it.
I never went on it. I really wanted to.
my mate Will went on it, and I think he was like the first person to go on it, and he said that he's like, I'm gonna win now because no one else is gonna do it. But apart from that, I think the losers round 2 was the thing that ended up chalking me a little bit because I was with a team who was actually playing in that, and they were told that they didn't know whether or not they were going to play, so they had to wait, and then it ended up getting cancelled and put forward to the next day. So we didn't get back till about 3 a.m. Back up at 8. It was back at the event for 8, so they could warm up. So don't get me wrong. That look, like I said, I'm glad I wasn't the one playing because I was absolutely knackered.
I'd have been sleep deprived.
I just want to lean into like what you've all just sort of said there. Like at other events, it happens too, right? Like Stingzy. I don't know if you remember, but when we were at Split 2 playoffs, like there was like 5 games that got reset straight off the rip.
Yeah, it was crazy. Split 2.
And like that pushed everything back a couple of hours. Like copy, like you said, Boston, that got pushed back a couple of hours, as well as just, you know, running big events is hard. Whether you've got an admin team who are like pretty new to it, whether you've got £1 million contractors doing the admin side of things, there's always going to be errors, right? And like, I think they handled it really well.
I think they did, to be fair.
Yeah.
So the amount of complaints that they had, it was getting sorted out immediately. Like I know there was on main stage, there was a couple of issues, PCs resetting themselves, like settings resetting, can't log on. But I had staff there, and then like instantly, I know Gabby was on it 24/7. Bless her. She was hobbling around on her crutches the first day, and then after that, she was just on it. She was she was insane. But to sort, even like Heffy was there. He was on it. I know he was busy with tons and tons of stuff, but respect to him for getting through to everyone and sorting stuff out.
I think respect to all the Katana staff there, like everyone in the passion pit as well, all the admins, everyone who's running the streams in there as well. They all did an amazing job.
Especially the heat of that room.
The heat of that room was unbearable.
With the jumpers on as well.
God.
They had the staff jumpers on.
Yeah, and they were in there all day.
Yeah. Oh mate, it was so hot in there. But like the list of names is huge of like who you could thank or like who done a good job. I think like the best way to put it is there isn't no one done a bad job that had anything to do with that event that day. Not the way I saw it anyway.
Oh, I agree. And I guess moving on to the rogue announcement that we had mid Katana LAN is Stingzy. And like, I'll give a little bit of context here, right? So, Abby took some wonderful headshots of Stingzy, sent them over to me. I'm there at the event on day 2. I'm like, sweet. Like, we got a bit of time before the next game. Got my laptop. Tried to download the Photoshop file for the announcement. Didn't work. Time just kept going on. I was like, I'll try and do it on my phone. And obviously the file was like 1 gig. Would not work on my phone. And I could see Stingzy getting a little bit like, oh, when's it actually going to happen? So I'm like, come on, Stingzy, we're going rogue here. We're just going to do a quick video intro.
It was a good video intro though.
Yeah,
Always went on someone.
I think it was really good just because it was very like real, if you get what I mean. Like it was there in the moment. Nothing like staged or anything. We kind of just went with the flow and just ran it. Really.
One take.
One take. I still had vape in my mouth. Yeah, it was quality.
I love it.
Yeah.
The natural approach works best sometimes, right? And we wanted to get it out. Like our socials were popping off.
Mm.
We had so much content going out on the Saturday and Sunday, so like, I think there was quite a lot of attention on us anyway. So glad that we could get you some too.
Oh yeah, the amount of people that come up to me after was absolutely mental when that went out.
But it was a nice feeling though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really nice. Yeah, it was really good feeling. I didn't expect that many people to come up to me. I knew a couple people probably would, but God, there was a moment where I couldn't get away from someone for about solid 15, 20 minutes. So,
oh, I love it. Yeah, buzzing to have you, mate. I think there's so much we're gonna do, and like you obviously be involved with the pit as well, which is doing great stuff. Like it's getting your face out there a lot, and
yeah,
Noctem's face out there a lot, and just a wonderful addition to the team.
thank you.
All right, so like the next little segment, I've got some notes on other players and teams. Obviously, there was a wide range of teams there, from people who barely played a game to teams that are on the come up, and then you've got teams that are, or players that have been about for ages. Great to see the Atlas Lions back in COD.
Oh yeah,
had a solid roster as well. Done pretty well.
Smudge is unbelievable on LAN, like unreal. And I mean Vega as well. Like you said, I mean they got Lampy as well and Rico. And looking back at our matches, Jack, 2 and 3 they could have easily took.
Yeah,
They could have really. Yeah, I think they're probably fuming that they didn't get to grands because
yeah.
I mean they're a good team. That's stacked. So the fact we could 3-0 them, I think obviously says how good our players are. But looking on that, like on the losing side, they're probably looking at them scoreboards like, shit, that was just a few small mistakes. But yeah, unbelievable. I've gone on a tangent, but yes, I think Smudge might be next up. 18-year-old. I think if he really puts his head down in the challenger scene and grinds a pro point system, I think he could really climb pretty far up the ladder. Really good player.
Love that. I love that. And what about you, Abby? Obviously, your partner was there.
Yeah, he was. He was under Elmit's on tour. They picked him up. They were running a couple of games a while ago with each other, and then just from there, they was like, well, why don't we do this? Why don't we join in? And he was like, yeah, I'll hop on. I'll join on the roster. I think he enjoyed it. He enjoyed actually playing. I don't remember. I think he got a little bit chalked halfway through, but apart from that, I think the team did pretty well to go who they were up against.
To be fair, they had a tough run. Let's be honest.
Right from the beginning.
Katana and then LR2, they get 22. It's rough.
No, I said as soon as I saw Katana, because we found out about Katana like I think it was like a day before, 2 days before, and like Shaz was absolutely suited. It was like, there's no way I'm going up against Dash the first game on main stage, because I think him and Dash are pretty close, like especially in like the streaming scene. Like he's always in there talking away with each other. But yeah, it was. I said, I'm a very proud missus to have sat there and watched him play, and I will say that. Yeah, the team, they had a good run for what they did. I mean, they won a series as well. I think it was, I forgot what team. It was Kiosku's team. They managed to beat them, and the vibes just from there were high. But then having to wait for that losers round 2 Sunday morning, and then they went straight up against, I think it was 22. Ended up going up against, and oh my god, they knew they were going to get rounded by them. They knew that, but they didn't let them stop them. Like they still put out a good fight. It still was there for the LAN. Still enjoyed the environment. So
yeah, I mean, I was speaking to the owners, and I know that they were quite hopeful that the game would be played on the Saturday, right? Because
Yeah, because we
you,
found out some of the 22 players were absolutely shattered. They were sleeping upstairs on the beanbags, and these lads, when I tell you, these lads were like Monster Energy drinks down. They were ready for this game. They're like, we've got a 30% chance we can win this. And then when they found out it had been delayed, I was like, we were all like, right, might have to pack up our bags. But at least they made it to day 2. That's how they see it. Yeah, yes, the game was delayed, but they made it to day 2.
Made it to
So
Championship Sunday, typical.
literally. But
Exactly.
they were happy about that. But like I said, the vibes were great. Like, we're all in Airbnb together, and everyone was just laughing and joking. So I think that's all what matters when you go to an event like this.
yeah, I love it. I love it. And Stingzy, was there any standouts for you?
I've got 2 teams in mind. The first team is V7. They had a run. They had a
Shooters
run
on that
from
team.
hell. They knocked out so many teams, like 22. They knocked out. I couldn't believe how well they were. Their S&D looked incredible.
Yeah,
I think they 6-0'd Katana, wasn't it, on terminal?
I think
And-
so. Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
Bloody
Yeah,
There's no respectful. I mean, it wasn't close.
no.
Which I was surprised at, but like Jackson and Dash. Dash is incredible at S&D, and like Jackson,
Mhm.
I wouldn't want to
Shooter.
chow him on Eskies on that Esky
Shooter.
heady, but
Yeah.
yeah, don't know what happened. But yeah,
Yeah. And then Annex Esport, there's just a massive storyline there between Nathan Parker and the community, really. He got accused hacking for months on months, refused scrims because everyone thinks he's hacking. He shows up to LAN and proved himself. He absolutely smashed it. He's the team that knocked 22 into losers after a map 5 round 11. Like, best game of the weekend, in my opinion.
I heard a lot about that game. Everyone was talking about it. Everybody was saying that was one of the best games I've seen.
Yeah, it was incredible to watch.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. And I mean, I guess from our perspective as well, great that we won. Very tense games in there, but I did have a really interesting stat, and now I can't find it. And it's probably right up your street. So Ben Carey, at Ben Carey 09 on Twitter, he done all the stats for the Katana team. There's a huge spreadsheet. If you DM him, I'm sure you'll be able to get access to it. But it's got loads of stats in there. One from Noctem, we were 6-0 in control,
Oh, damn.
and we went to round 5 in 5 of those 6 games. So they're all quite close, but the clutch
wow.
factor.
I don't know if that's surprising on the way Control though plays on some. Well, we mostly play Invasion, right? We see it in a lot of series. So like the way Invasion plays, attacking is incredibly hard. So like
Play for
I'm not
defense.
surprised. Yeah, we'd outslayed all the teams, or like got more ticks probably. So I'm not surprised it went that way. But it's good to see us clutch up an Invasion Control, Jack. After fucking, I still have nightmares. Every time I see it, I'll have flashbacks. Like, that's why we play Invasion Control again. We have like negative ice factor on this map. It might be changed now. Maybe we just need an island Kez.
That's it, mate. That's the dream duo. I mean, I think Kez on that, like in that broken building, anyway, is like untouchable. He's so hard to kill in that building.
I think Kez is incredible. I was saying it yesterday, like on straight. I think he's incredible. I think he's like one of the players that like there's that sort of like split with like the 2 big EU teams, or like the top 4 teams. I think he's one of the players that could come out of like that lower portion of the like the top end of challenges and get a shot, because he's been incredible now for like a consistent amount of time.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
I couldn't agree more, to be honest, about Keza.
Yeah,
It's
Bit of a shooter.
incredible. There's another way to put it. Incredible. Like unbelievable gunny. The way he plays the map has always seemed super beneficial for the team. And I guess that's why that Reviver had such a good time in Boston. I know they want to play further, Jack, but like we were surprised of how good they looked, and that's probably why, because Niall's the same, right? Everything he does on that also is to benefit the team. So if they've got them 2 doing that with the other 2 there, I'm not surprised really. It makes sense now.
no, I completely agree. And that's the thing. It's just like playing smart. Like there's so many players that have good gun skill now, right? But having that bit of smarts to help you,
Yeah.
makes such a difference. Okay, broadcast team.
Oh, I mean, incredible. I mean, Jacko was doing absolute God's work up there with the man next to him, whose name I'm not too familiar with. But then yeah, you had them two on the production of obviously with like the overview of Gabby doing everything, and then we had Pablo and Major and Igno Infinity. Like what else? That might be the best production and like casters we've ever had for a local LAN.
Oh,
It was a
agreed.
beautiful setup. I must
Agreed.
say that, yeah.
Like,
It was
that's
mint.
that is an absolute stock production and caster team. Like I mean, you're talking league worthy. So and the fact they've done all this for like just to aid the community, like they're just incredible people and super talented. So I mean, it's just a blessing that Katana were able to get them there for everyone. To be honest, we're super lucky.
They were such chill people, even like off like stage, like even off cam and off mic. They were just mint. They were just mingling with everyone. It was, I mean, that clip you posted on Twitter, Cop, of with the McDonald's
Yeah.
Pablo. Oh my god, it's just like how chilly, how happy he was. Is just sat there. It's like you can just tell the environment. Like they might have been stressed, but they didn't show it. They were still enjoying the environment.
Just hard. They're just hard workers. I mean, like there's a few people in this. Like there's a good chunk of people in the scene, right? But like I feel like the hard workers stand out from like a lot of the others because a lot of the others don't really do too much. And like that's a core group of hard workers up there who are super great at their craft, and it's just relentless. Like they just go, 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 go. I could go all day. Like I don't want to gas them too much. I probably already have, but like I just love them all. To be honest, like that, like you said, they're so kind. Like I don't think I met a bad person at the event in general, but like them lot, Pablo, Major, like they're really up there in my ranking. Like really, really up there. Just great people, and the scene would be a worse place without them.
I want to say I saw you podcasting as well, Cop, and I saw you both on the couch as well. That was pretty cool to see. That's me and Jack at the bottom going, right, we're down here. We're supporting you.
I was like, have I made it? What's going on here? Like, it was surreal. Like, oh yeah, Cop, do you want to come on the couch? You know, do you want to cast a game? I'm like, Jesus Christ, how have we got here? But
Oh.
yeah, I sat down with Rotation Ant, who, again, a great person. It was great to actually chat with him because obviously super knowledgeable in the scene. Like we both have a passion for the challenger scene and COD in general. So like just talking to someone like-minded for a good period of time, just purely about COD was pretty cool, pretty fun. Hopefully we can do it some more. And then obviously with Jack and Major, like sitting down with them two gentlemen either time is a pleasure. And then yeah, the call for the cast, and Spud's looking down. I can't remember who he was. It might have been Major or someone else. I don't know. Like I think it was Heffy actually. He's like, "Oh, get up here. Do you want to cast?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, good joke, lads." Like, yeah, that's funny. And they're like, "No, we're being deadly serious. How quick can you get up here?" And I'm like, well, shit, 30 seconds, I guess. I lost Stingzy to take over in the pit. And then, yeah, they're like, oh, we're cutting to you. I've got a headset on my head. I don't know how to use it. And we're casting over a game. In the moment, it felt horrendous. I was like, I'm not a caster. I'm not an aspiring caster. And I've done a horrendous job here. But I listened to it back last night. I mean, Spud, you know, I watched it back and I was like, you done all right. You done all right. It weren't Pablo or Major-esque, but I was like, oh, it's fun in it. Like, I just love COD, so anything around it get me involved.
Was that your first time podcasting?
Like, properly. I mean, at LAN, yeah. Like, obviously, I've done it in like XP, like grand finals of that. Like,
community cups.
Oh, we actually have. Wait, what did we do? We done a 1K or a 2K, didn't I? Who was that? Was that me and you, Jack, that had that? Was it the 2K grands?
But me, I was muted. Yeah, it's the we took over from Pablo and Major.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I've done it before. Like, I'm okay at it, but like when I speak, sometimes I'll have a stutter, like when I start panicking, or like I'll combine words. That's my classic, right? For some reason, I just combine words and like I just come out with something stupid. So it's probably not my forte of where I should be. I probably don't excel in that field, but yeah, I enjoy it. It's okay. I'm okay at it, I guess. Yeah, like I can fill a gap, but I'm definitely not going to get paid for the job.
I think you did a good job, to be fair, though.
I thought you did a great job, mate.
Yeah, he was crouching and everything. He was getting well into it.
I just love COD. Like, I don't know what it is. Just COD. Like, as soon as I was introduced to COD esports, like, it's just something about it, and I still don't know to this day, but it gets me so hooked, and I just enjoy, like, just from a neutral point of view, and I just love it, man. I just love COD. It's what it is. I'm a gamer, I guess.
I love it. And yeah, I thought it was really cool them having like, I don't want to say the casting couch, but I've already said it. Like with Trey, and like they had some guests on there. Like really cool addition for a community event because like no one's really doing that stuff. And it's nice not to have streams on like be right back all the time. Like, it breaks it up a bit. Some cool content come out of it, and well, on the Saturday especially, Trey, he'd had quite a few beverages.
One too many. One
Too many. Even when I got home, my dad said to me, "Well, you know that tray on the couch. He had a one too many strawberry daiquiris or something there because he looked a bit edged." I was just like, "He might have, to be fair."
Oh, he had a good time, I think. Like,
Yeah.
if anything,
me and Jack had like 17. He said. I was like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Whoa.
He can. That man can drink. And to be fair though, like he had a few, but like you wouldn't even like if you were looking at him, you wouldn't be like, oh yeah, he's bladdered. So like that man can drink and hold it. And he's sound as well. Like I think it's the first time I managed to actually speak to him, and yeah, super nice. Like again, just
Yeah.
everyone at the event lovely. So
He
no
put
bad
the
things to
sound.
say really. Yeah, great bloke. And again, like just went there to aid the community and help give some coverage. Like just prove the event. Just excellent, a great person, and didn't have him, the same would be a worse place. Another one.
I say he was walking around for a little bit as well. I managed to catch a chat with him. I actually managed to get one of his Splice jerseys. I got it
That's
signed
dub.
as well. So, yeah, he was like kind of codcasting mine and Stingsy's 1v1 as well, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
happy boys, Stingzy. Happy boys.
Hold that L.
Right. You know, when's the next 1v1 video, Jack? When's the next 1v1 video?
How
Redemption.
about myself as well? That's even
No,
better.
it was actually good to be fair. I just wanted to get off. I wanted a drink to be fair, Stings.
Yeah.
7 win streak was too much for me.
Yeah, but you might as well just finish it early. You was already on 27. You might as well just got the 3 kills instead of letting me get 13.
Thought I'd give you a little bit of a boost.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Right.
I'll never let you live that down.
No, you shouldn't.
Same like with who's formal, huh?
Oh, so you brought that upon yourself now, have you?
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
you
'cause
started
it's
that.
still to this day, I get tormented. I literally have like so many commands. I've got a command in copy stream and a command in my own what my mods have made, where it's literally like at formal, and it's a clip of me going, "Who's formal?"
Yeah, like this is a great point. Can we appreciate someone that didn't know who Formal was at the start of the comp year has somehow got a Trey Splice jersey? I mean,
Yeah.
what a regain that is in that. What a regain that. What a bounce back. Fair play to you. I don't know how
I
you
know.
managed that. That's
It's
incredible.
the passion, like you were saying yourself. It's like as soon as I got interested into the esports type of scene, I'm in it. I'm loving it, mate. My motivation has never been so high when it comes to content and even the media side of things now. Like I'm sat there watching like majors and things like that. I'm learning. I'm telling you, I'll be able to do one more COD like quiz at some day, and I'll probably get more than 2 right. So
Typical.
I'll get you on a COD version.
Oh.
End of the season, redemption arc for
Oh.
Abby in her COD knowledge.
Might have to add that question in.
No. No.
All right, so admins, the Katana admins, like fucking it, what a job they did there.
They did a great job.
Incredible.
They were
Yeah.
entertaining as well, though. That's the thing.
They
The
were
people
so
who were
nice.
sat there,
Yeah.
I mean, they like all the admins done a fantastic job. So I might be discrediting by saying one name, but Katana Ryan, mate, if you're listening, fuck me, mate, what a bloke you are. I mean, what a shift he put in, like incredible. To me, he was like the one overseeing everything in that passion pit, and like he's darting about everywhere. Like he was everything goes into the prep, which I think the whole tournament is, that showed how good the prep was. But him, like, he knew exactly what was going on at any given moment, the exact minute. Do you know what I mean? Is this
Oh, yeah.
stream up? Do you know? Have you got the team names the right around? Have you done the stats? Have you reported it? Like, if there was an issue, he's swapping out PCs. There's the combination of words I do. Like, he was just, incredible man. And I knew he was good, but he's really good. He's really good. I'm familiar with Ryan's game now.
Yeah, and the thing that got me as well with like all of the admins, but again Ryan especially, is just like the calmness.
Yeah,
Like-
very calm. And I was trying to wind him up and it wasn't working. He's like, an ice cube, mate.
I think I did manage to wind up one admin, didn't I, at the beginning of the first day, but
Oh god, what happened?
Wait. What's happened there?
What
What have I
happened?
missed?
That was incredible. Wait, didn't you say something about the time it was taken? Jack
Yeah,
said something
so-
about the time it was taken, and then obviously I was down the other end, like getting the footage of like the teams, and one of the admin comes over, goes to the other one, and he goes, fuck me, the Noctem owner, mate, he's just been a right dick. He's moaning about how long it takes, does he not understand how much is going into everything? And Jack was just on the wind up and got the biggest nibble ever.
Oh my god.
This is like 9:40 on the Saturday, yeah. So it's not even deep into the tournament. But I'm like, I can't believe he's 40 minutes behind already. Like, and there's literally because like we were taking ages to warm up. Like, it's his fault. Fucking hell. Like, I did apologise to Heffy and the admin team. But
Oh no.
That's so funny.
you got to do it, yeah. Probably didn't make their lives any easier than it was already, though. That's.
So
In
it's your
fact-
is this your apology now, yeah?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, right? Like everyone's obviously like saying super complimentary things because it was 99% a fantastic event. But at the same time, any business, anything in life, like you've got to listen to the criticism. And I mean, it did go a bit behind, but it's gone behind. You know, they'll listen to it, they'll review why that happened, and next time we probably won't have that hour and a half delay because they'll be prepared. Just learning curves.
Exactly,
And
mate.
he wouldn't have been the only person saying it, right? Like we know what like especially the players, right? Like they're probably still saying it, like, "Oh fuck me, we didn't play LR2 on Sunday or on the Saturday night, or you know, our first game was an hour and a half behind, or we had to wait 6 hours for our next game." Like it is what it is. Like they'll try and improve it, they'll listen to the criticism, and the next one be better. But it is what it is. In a PC LAN, it's extremely difficult. Like compared to when we had a PS5 or PS4s. Like PC LANs is just a headache. It's an issue waiting to happen. I think we were pretty lucky, in fairness, on how well it
Yeah.
went.
Mm.
Your one graphics card, your one CPU, your one monitor from a disaster, and luckily we didn't have any of that.
Well, to be fair, we did have one PC get fried, but it got replaced instantly.
Yeah.
Instantly.
I mean, that venue's just incredible, right? Like, because that's what I said. I was like, before the PC went, I was like, what if one of these guys that, and like, the owner was like, don't even worry, mate. Like, there's like 20 PCs upstairs ready to put back in. I mean, like, they've got resources deep. Like, they're ready for every issue. Like,
Yeah,
I don't think you're going to find a better venue, really.
No, even the staff at the actual venue, like the bar staff, they were insane. Like they were actually like they were on their toes, and even the walk around asking if everyone was okay and things like that. I think they did a phenomenal job as well.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, the staff were exceptional.
Did you try the food in the venue?
I was just about to bring that up. The
Mm.
food there is incredible, in my opinion. Wow.
Yeah, we said it when we went in December, didn't we? Like,
Yeah.
you don't need to leave that venue for anything. Like,
Nah.
the food and the drink is like, it's actually good. Like, actually good. You can tell they've got a decent chef in there. They get decent products, and like the drink's cheap. Like, you don't need to leave the venue. I can't gas it anymore. I don't know what else to say, to be honest.
Yeah.
I want to be back there already. To be fair.
Yeah. Take me back.
Take me back. Can we get one going this
Honestly.
weekend? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. See you guys there, Middlesbrough.
And like, I know one of you mentioned it there with the owner. Like, what a lovely bloke he is as well.
Sound guy.
I mean, it was on the wind up with me, but we did have he gave me a couple of free beers. I'll take it.
Legend.
Take
Yeah.
it.
Legend.
Which you don't have to do. You give me and Sophie free more like the second day, and like, it's just small stuff like that sticks with you, isn't it? Like, they don't have to, but it just shows they value you as a customer, and like the kind words he said about like everyone in the venue, that it's probably like the most friendly crowd he's ever had. Like, zero issues. Like,
Yeah.
again, I don't know what more we could want, really.
It's nice to give everyone their flowers, though, right? Like,
Yeah.
they put on a fantastic event, and like, fuck it, like they should get all the gas.
Yeah, and we won it, so you know, no minds out of
That's
our camp at all.
Dub.
Go on, Jack.
Hey.
There she is. Thing of beauty.
Wait, have we managed to locate the other trophy yet, Jack?
What do you mean?
The other
The
one,
MVP?
the one you won before for the trophy cabinet.
Oh, so yeah. Quick story time, right? So when we were on the broadcast, I was like, "Oh, this is if we win this, it'll be the first trophy that like I have." Because the boy said that I could take it, right? And I said about when we won the LAN in Amsterdam last year, or The Hague, sorry, at the Criminals LAN. And it was 4 individual trophies, which is great for the players, right? Because then they can take it home. But sad for me. But Rico is one of the holders of that trophy. And I said to him, and he's obviously watched the stream back. Like I said it when we were on the stream, me and Cobby on the couch. if you're here, Rico, can I have it back? And he literally DM'd me today. He was like, oh, sorry, mate, I didn't hear it. You can have that trophy if I can find it. And I was like, no, I'm not going to take it from you, obviously. But, yeah,
We'll get
No,
one
no,
made.
It's alright, it's Rico, to be fair. It's a gem.
I love Rico.
Yeah.
And this is one improvement I will say then, right? Trophy for first, for the org, or smaller trophies individually for the players.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think rings are good. I know it should be like for a champs thing, but I saw COD Agent done one for their one. And they look fucking sick, man.
Did
They
they?
look quality. Yeah, they had like they had rings, but I know like rings are for champs, but I don't know, I still think it'd be cool, even like you say, a smaller trophy. Or, five massive trophies.
Yeah.
One for the org and then 4 for the players. Yeah, I think that'd be cool, but I'm
Who
sure it's stuff
won-
like that they'll do. The
Who won
MVP.
the MVP? Yeah.
Niall.
Niall.
Yeah. LANimal.
Yeah.
Deserved, by the way.
Very.
Deserved.
Yeah, consistent. I think a lot of people like have labelled him before as that was like he was more of like a dirty work player from people I spoke to rather than like a slayer. But I think every time I just watch him play, like he just puts that to bed. So I don't know why I've ever heard that previously because the man can slay and slay efficiently. I think he's one of them players that when he does slay, it's almost like he's dropping a 3 KD to when someone else drops a 2 because his kills are so influential on the map. I don't think anyone else, no disrespect to the other 3, should have got MVP. Like I just think he had an incredible event and well deserved. Well deserved.
Yeah, he did have an incredible event, and like, how do you feel about the MV, like, taking that out of a, like, oh, wait, let me start that again. Fuck. How do you feel about MVP trophies not necessarily going to a team that won? Like, out of this LAN, but just in general?
I didn't think that it would have gone to the winners. Like
Yeah.
I thought it would have gone to like the trophies get the the winners get the big trophy. I thought the MVP could have been like someone who had like a great KD overall, like someone who did well like literally throughout the tournament, even if they didn't work in it that long. But it's like they did something big. Like I mean, was it Nathan Parker's team? People were going off about and things like that. Like someone like him might have won it or something like that. But that's my opinion.
But it's like it's almost like the Ballon d'Or in football, right? Like Messi and Ronaldo have always been incredible players, right? So either one of them could deserve it. And like there's other players that have been up there in recent years, but it's always gone down to the factor of like who's won a big tournament or something.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, I think it's got to go to the winning team. I think in any sport, like it is just what it is. Like MVP, like you're the best, you've won everything. They should definitely get it. But I do think a way to get around and push towards what Abby said is you could have like a rookie of the tournament or
Yeah.
stuff like that, like play of the tournament trophy
Someone
or
who's
like game
shone
of the
type of thing,
tournament.
Yeah.
Like a best up and comer or
Hmm.
something like that. Most improved. I think that's a shit trophy. Like used to in football. But there's other ways we can go down, right? Like I think rookie of the event would be a good one for like new players or like
Yeah.
so yeah, some theme for standout player that didn't win it, whatever way of someone else wants to label it. I think there's definitely avenues there to do it. But then at the same time, like if you had MVP of the tournament, like we saw when the Noctem game was on, and we always see it all the time, like when teams typically go out of a tournament, they don't stay around to watch the rest of it. They're so depressed that they've lost, they don't care. They don't want to watch someone else
Yeah.
win. Like you do a ceremony at the end, and you'd be like, "Oh, Smudge was MVP of the tournament." Like Smudge wasn't even in the building, so it's like, is there really like any
Yeah.
point? Yeah.
On that, actually, I think at least this next time, people will know that you're probably better off staying the Sunday night.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
definitely.
100%.
Like,
Dunno.
fair enough if
we
you
were
want to.
gonna stay, but we had there was train strikes, so some people who I was driving back with couldn't get home from work on Monday.
Yeah. I mean, even when we went to Boston, I understand you have a travel day either side, but like I think we had a spare day there for check-in, right, Jack?
Yeah.
I'm not a big like sightseer person. Like, I'm not against it. I'll go do it, but it's almost like I'm there for COD. I just want to get in the venue. It almost feels like a wasted day sort of thing. I'm like, oh, maybe I should just, ideally stayed at home another day. Got an extra day's work. Like it's incredible being at these places, but like, I don't know. If COD isn't on, I'm not really interested. I just want to get home ASAP. That's just me though. Like maybe I'm just a grumpy old man. So like, if I'd have stayed to Sunday night and wake up Monday morning, I'd been like, and then you've got all like that Monday morning traffic to travel back in. It's like, I don't know. I'd
Yeah.
still rather travel home at 4.
Yeah, I mean,
I think I'm just a grumpy old man, Jack.
could be.
I think
You definitely
I
are.
think I am.
I mean, mine was more like I should have just like the Monday off work because I would have.
Yeah.
I mean, I got back to the hotel at like 2:30, and I was up at 7. I would like to just carried on the celebrations because I had heard that there was a lock in as well.
Yeah, I think that was the one because like when I was in the car back, I was like, because obviously like me and the missus left at like, was it like 12:30, 1 o'clock from the venue, and I would have generally liked to stay behind and like celebrate the lads win a bit more, but then it's like just a spiral effect in it.
Yeah.
Don't know.
And
It
the
would have
next
been
day
nice
you
for
feel
sure.
shit, and then,
Yeah, but if you go into the event knowing you're winning it like 100%, which you'll never go into, then it's like I could see the staying behind an extra day. But for me, like I'm just a man that likes to get home, likes to get back into my routine.
yeah. I mean, I was very glad to get back to my girlfriend and dog, but I would have liked a few more beers. You know, that's
True. I didn't have a beer the whole weekend.
very impressive from you.
Maybe I need to stop working so much, mate.
Enjoy yourself sometimes, right?
Yeah. I think that's what we can learn from this conversation. To be honest, I'm a miserable old man that likes to work too much. It seems. Oh, God. That was fun though. I enjoyed it.
I love it. All right, we've got like 2 more things to cover or like talk about. First one, Heffy. For a man who was borderline having a breakdown in the lead up to the event, he's very calm. What a lovely bloke. And like one fix that we had, well, just before the grand final starts, right? Or no, before the series, before the losers final starts, the boys are like, overclocking software's gone from the PCs. Because obviously they're trying to get the venue ready back to normal for the next day.
Mhm.
I said it to Heffy. I was like, mate, is there any chance, anything you can do? Literally 2 minutes. He's on the radio. He's coordinated it all. The software's back on the PCs. They're loading up, ready for the boys to jump on when they were ready. And I was like, you know what? In some of the NA events, I don't think you'd get that.
Nah.
No,
Definitely.
I mean, fuck me, definitely not, Jack. Oh, sorry for swearing, but Boston, like, my lord, you ask for like one more person on a stage of where you should absolutely be allowed, and they look at you like, why on earth are you asking me that? How disrespectful! How dare you take my time? Like, no, I mean, I think Hef is just a good guy and a good businessman, and when you mix them two together and you're hosting something like that, like, you're good, right? You know how to manage your staff. You know how to be friendly with them, treat them with respect. You know how to treat your guests. You know how to run an event. Like, just there's no faults, right? Just you put the two of a good bloke and a good businessman together, much like yourself, Jack, and you get a great guy, right? And a great brand around it. So I think
Yeah,
that's
I
why we
agree.
like them as well, because like yourself, like you're so like at the forefront of Noctem, like you know you're Noctem Jack, you know Hef is a Katana Hef. Whereas you look at other brands, you're like, I don't know who owns this. Do you know what I mean? Like you can't have that personal connection with it. You can't build that relationship, but with him you can. He's building a great thing with them. I like it. Big fan of it. Maybe I need to slander someone. Make me slander someone, Jack. I'm just gassing everyone.
I think that's all it is, though. It's just gas. Like he was even bringing food to his staff in the Passion Pit, going to the
And
kitchen,
Heffys
bringing
and
them
stuff.
burgers, getting Red Bulls for them, making sure they were fed. Like it was great. It was
Just
great to see.
it's little things like that, like I said, like being a
Yeah.
great boss, right? Where you will go and like do that stuff. Whereas like someone else will be like, I'll just like, even if they try to do something nice, but they'll dictate someone else to go deliver the food. Like he'll go get himself, he'll bring it to you.
Mm.
Like just he'll build that relationship with his staff who are more friends at this stage because he's a
It's
great
like
bloke.
even when I walked in, I've obviously never met Hef. Like, I've done the podcast with him. As soon as I walked in, I was sorting out a media pass, and he just instantly went, "Abbott, yeah, media pass," and he was like sorting me out, and he was like, "Do you want to go for a quick tour?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." So Hef gave me and Shaz a tour of all the pit, obviously, and all upstairs and stuff. But it's like he even let us take photos upstairs, and he sat down and waited for us to finish. Like he didn't let us like walk down our own. He like waited for us. But I just think, is that easy to talk to?
Oh,
Like,
he
you know,
is.
you
Yeah.
don't, there's not like that high profileness. You know, if someone's like, "Oh, yeah, I'm the owner of Katana," like he doesn't hold himself like that. He's such a humble man. Like he's a laugh as well. Like you can have a giggle with him, like whenever. It's not all serious, but when he needs to be serious, he can be. But
Hmm.
he's still respectful.
Yeah, I say the
Mhm.
brand will go far. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, I
100%.
think a good comparison would be like Optic, right? Like Hex, like biggest org, biggest brand in COD, and yet you'll see him in the center of the floor on match days mingling with everyone. And I think that's what you see around, like I said, every great brand. You've got that leader that's
Mhm.
quite happy to mingle, quite happy to build relationships, and that's what's going to make you super successful. So I'm going to say I really envision them going super far just in this year alone, let alone 5 years time.
Love that. I love that. And the last thing I have, gas for anyone at the venue. Who was your standout person or player or staff member?
Just one person. God.
Just one.
Mhm.
Or top 3 if you need to, you know.
I'm gonna say for staff for me, Gab and Ryan stood out to me massively. Like I saw them everywhere. I saw Gabby all up and down the main stage, editing something. Even on the first stage, she was editing stuff. Like she was just on it. And Ryan, yeah, again, everywhere you look, he's there. If there's a problem, he's there. Or Heffy's there. Just someone's there. But that's all I could probably say for my staff.
Staff, Ryan, Ant, and Nidge. I'm going to go down as the Passion Pit media man, so I'm basing off of my experience. Yeah, they were godsend in that Passion Pit along with some other staff. My favourite person, and I don't think many people think I'm going to say this, but I've got 2, and one of the people I don't even think I'll say it. I think Dashi. I think Dashi might be one of the most genuine people that I've ever met in
Oh, yeah.
esports. And before I had the pleasure of knowing him, I didn't think he'd be that great of a person. Not in a disrespectful way. You just I don't hold anyone to that standard. Just I don't think I could say anything better about someone personally. Incredible man. And Keith probably won't think I'll say this, but I rate that man so highly. It's unbelievable. I think that kid's ceiling might be 40 times bigger than what he realizes. I think just a really sound bloke, unbelievable, and has so much talent. And then my standout player's got to be Smudge, and then shit talking, right? I'm going to Zinx, Shawnee, CJP, and
CJP.
Spoofy. CJP.
Mate,
I'm sorry. I'm just going on
he's a
tangents here, right?
he's a menace.
That V7 roster, I owe everything to. They have made my wife love Call of Duty esports. And I see that as what every single team at a LAN event should be. Like the way they were playing, the way they were a team are incredible. They also bring in that energy, and that's what I want to see at a LAN event. And that's when I'm like, when I see that, when they're working as such a cohesive unit and they're bringing that passion as well, I'm like, yeah, you boys are going far, and they went far. I called it. So yeah, V7, they're like my new favorite team in challenges, obviously outside of Noctem. I owe them quite a little bit. Yeah, unreal.
Things?
For staff, definitely Ryan up there. He did a quality job, but I also want to give some credit to Snappers as well, because he did God's work in that pit. Doing I can't remember how long the shift was, but he was one of the longest people in the pit on that Saturday, and he did amazing. He wasn't just working on his station; he was jumping between all 3 of them in there. I thought he did a quality job. And then for standout players, I've got 2 in mind who bring the energy really, which was for me Spoofy. He brought energy, especially in that game against Zinx. That game was a fun one to watch. And I've gassed him already, but Nathan Parker. I'm gonna give him gas.
You're a big Nathan Parker fan, aren't you?
Honestly, mate, I was shocked. I was shocked. I just love the story. The story's there. Like you could write a documentary on it. It's crazy.
Love it. I love it. I mean, I'll throw in, I agree with all of your selections. Wait, you went through yours, Happy, right? You did.
Yeah, I said the staff. See, with players, I was obviously new to the scene. There's only a couple of people that I did know, but I think it was, correct me if I'm wrong, is it 22 esports? There was, is it Zappy who
Zappy.
came in with his socks over his pajama bottoms.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but
That's
he is a
boy.
vibe. I was sat there just watching them all play, but like even like he would just go dead every 2 minutes. It's my first actually started watching people play, but he was insane. Like his mentality as well was great. His chemistry with his team, he'd have to get a shout out from me. But mine then also has to be down to Rico when he started trash talking on main stage. for me because he was locked in. I could tell he was. He's a friend of mine as well, so I'm gonna guess him anyways. But even the Elmit boys, I've got to stick with like my own as well. The Elmit boys, they did really well for what they did for the run they had, keeping the composure to save the new to the scene as well. So that would have to be mine.
Love it.
I've got such a long list of players that I love,
Yeah,
man.
same.
I could go all
Same.
day.
That's another episode.
Honestly,
I've only said 2. I could say like 20. Like, God.
Yeah.
maybe we
Oh, yeah.
should just do like a gas stream. You know, we just
Yeah.
sit there and
Yeah.
gas everyone up.
We got a couple of minutes, didn't we, Jack? We got a minute or two, haven't we?
I think
Oh.
you've thrown out some like absolute belters there. By the way, like I agree with all of them. I think they've all individually great. Couple from me, Chica. Did you meet Chica?
Yeah. Yeah. Great bloke. Great bloke.
Great bloke. Loved his hair. Obviously Ben on the stats. Like you say, Keith, fantastic. The bar manager, I never got his name, but
Derek.
no, maybe was it Derek? He's a smaller one. Maybe he weren't the manager.
I know exactly who you're talking about, but
Good
I can't remember
vibes.
the name. Yeah, it definitely vibes.
Who else is there? Obviously, seeing you all again, wonderful, and the first time for you, Abby.
Yes, first time meeting you all.
Big Heff, and yeah, I'd agree with Nathan Parker as well. I had a quick chat with him on the Sunday. I said to him like, whatever's happened in the past, yeah, it's worked out wonders for you because everyone loves a villain story, right?
Exactly.
Villain redemption arc. There you go. Yeah, fantastic. So many nice people. Like, we could literally gas up so many people. Oh, Nova. Yeah. Did any of you meet Nova?
Yeah.
Nice bloke.
I think I did, yeah.
Nice. Yep. Agreed. Agreed. I'm just looking down this list of like shooters and like, fuck, I've missed so many people's names.
Someone I was really happy I met was Tigress. I don't know if any of you guys met Tigress, but sound guy.
I mean, yeah, him and Smith were like the duo that like played the last Community Cup, and like they were that good that even like the people at work that are watching with me were like, "Fuck, them 2 kids are good." And then their teammate Nas on LAN, I think Nas is disgusting as well. And then like Fiend, I think he's unreal. And then Spoofy as well, it's a serious shooter. And then Zappy and Cruel.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to add on what Copy said as well. You know, Keith and Dash. They were playing that Dash was playing great, but like they even off the monitors, off the game, like they were going around like saying hello to everyone. Like Dash got Shaz a drink, you know. Keith came over, said hello to me, and I was like, "Whoa, like you know me," type of thing. Like they were just like down to earth people. Like Cop said, you don't really know when you watch people's streams like if they're actually going to be like great people in like IRL type thing. You don't know whether or not they're going to be that nice, but they were.
Yeah, I completely agree. And then obviously Connie, great to see him again. Major, I mean everyone, and like personal fave, Pablo, love that man.
I mean, I think he might be my favourite person in the scene. I'm being fucking deadly serious. I think, and Major, I honestly think them two, without them two, I honestly think would be in the shit. I know other people do what they do, but I think them two deserve a shot. Like, I generally think them two deserve an opportunity somewhere where they can make their dream a full-time job, because I think they're both incredibly talented, and the duo-ship of them two is like,
incredible.
It's just, it's
unmatched.
So good. It's so good, but I'm not going to go on a 10-minute tangent again. Sorry, I've got enough to do.
I know, we are going to have to cut it there. Like, it's nearly game time for the ladies. So, thank you all. And I mean, we could literally do like a 4-hour podcast about this, but again, shout out Katana, the Wired Lobby, everyone that was there. Fantastic event.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Until next time.
Adios.
Cool.